Hey friends, today we're talking about Dad Rock Part 2. We're going to be taking our granddad campfire cowboy chords and we're going through alphabetically and we're going to make them rock just a little bit harder. So stick with us. All right, now when I talk about cowboy chords, I'm talking about the first chord you play when you're in the music shop checking out the axes, the good old E major, first position. We got your D, got your G, and so forth. So we're gonna go through the alphabet, the musical alphabet, and we're gonna take a look at each one. And there's some little tricks that the dads know about that the younger generation may not know about that I'm gonna tell you. Because I'm a dad, I'm allowed to do this. So we'll start with A. A is just fine the way it is. The key of A is sacred among dads. It's the genesis of many a dad rock song. So we're gonna leave it alone out of respect. Now B, we're going to take our A, we're just going to move it up 2 frets. And when we do that, we can employ a few little dad tricks here. We're going to decorate that B major chord with a little suspended note. And then we're going to bar it. We're going to do our Van Halen chord there. And that's all we'll do for B. Moving on, A, B, C. Okay, so C, normally, if you're around the campfire, you're going to play it like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to do sort of this C-G hybrid thing. And that's going to sound, it's going to sound more rockin'. C, moving on to D. So normally, all we're going to do is we're going to lift up that middle finger on the last, the high E string there. We're going to leave that open. And it's going to be better, trust me. It's going to have a suspended thing, and it's going to sound better with distortion. For the E, you know, the low E is low E major thing. It is what it is. Let's make it a little more fun by taking that suspended D shape and just moving it up 2 frets. And we're going to have to bar. But it's going to give us this great sort of Randy Rhoads kind of quality there. And it just sounds a little more open. It sounds a little more like something a dad would do. So that's what we're going to do. F. Normally, it depends. You could do the full F bar chord here. Some teachers will have students do this kind of half thing where they're just hitting the last 4 strings of it, barring the last 2. What we're going to do is we're going to hit that bar chord, but we're going to not bar it. So we're going to have this. All right? This is sort of a sad David Lee Roth moment. All right, moving on, the G. So G is the one that this is important, okay? So if you play your normal G, and you can either do the top 2 or the last 2 strings, you know, or you could, it's not gonna make a whole lot of difference there whether that B string is on the 3rd fret or open, because both of those notes are in the chord. But What you want to watch out for here is this. That major third, that low, in the lower register of the guitar is going to sound a little muddy. And now you can use that in certain instances. Like Holy Wars, that Megadeth song. Or what you can do is the way to make your open G sound rockin' is to mute your A string. All right, so we're gonna hit like this. I'm just gonna leave my index finger off of it, and I'm gonna let my middle finger sort of lay over the A string to mute it. And it's going to give us a more sort of open sound without that major third muddying the bottom up. It's going to sound way more dad-like and way more 80s rock and roll, which is what we need more of, frankly. So that's it. Here's a little play-along, play-through thing that you can have fun with, and it just goes through those chords in alphabetical order. So keep on rocking, and we'll see you in the next one.